Each of us in this world obviously is a product of their father and their mother. And in this particular cell, we've got something called the DNA. And this particular DNA has 46 chromosomes. Think of the nucleus or the DNA as your public library, where every shelf represents a particular chromosome. If we zoom into one particular shelf and we pull out one particular book, then that particular book will represent a gene. And so each book will have its own instruction for a specific function. Of these 46 shelves, we get 23 from our mother and 23 from our father. If we look at a 3-generation family, for example, when you have the mother, the grandmother, and the daughter, you realize that sometimes there are certain traits, physical traits, that are passed on, like maybe the hair type or even the eye color or the skin color. In fact, genes are one of the reasons that are shared, which are shared from parents to offspring, and the reason why we've got similar characteristics and some health conditions within the same family. So we are also very unique because these small differences in the way that we get the books from our parents help make each of us very, very unique. A genetic condition happens when sometimes there is a small change in this instruction book, in that gene which is supposed to give you instructions on how to work, that actually makes healthy proteins and help the body to work properly. Now, when there are changes in those instructions, that particular protein is not produced properly or insufficiently or probably too much. And so the body may not work properly the way it should. Not every change that happens in the instruction will cause disease, but there are some changes that can lead to genetic conditions. Genetic conditions are medical conditions, and no one chooses the genes that they inherit. Therefore, no one is to be blamed. When we are informed, when we have enough knowledge about our specific genetic problem, we are empowering our families. Understanding genetics and how they affect our bodies will help us understand how to prevent these kinds of problems, how to make informed decisions. We will also be breaking the stigma and breaking the stereotypes that are normally attached to these genetic conditions. And we will also be able to provide support to these families and communities with kindness.